It's alive. Not that long since the last one, it feels like. Because it hasn't been. I'm getting ready early because today, camping. We go camping and then, a lot of driving. Jokes, forest, driving back. Riding back. I'm really thankful I don't have to drive. Although, see how much there's so I really love not having to drive or driving some. I love not being alone in the car because it's like trapped conversation. All right, continuing though on that. While I put on my makeup also reminds me to pack my makeup. This reminds me to. Trying to remind myself to remember to pack my makeup. Remember. Shove the one box in the entire bag. All right. Let's see. So we left off. Wait, I answered that. What was your relationship with your siblings like? I just have one sibling. I have a brother. And then let's see. He's been married since, oh shit, probably like 2021 now? Yeah, 2021. So I got a sister through my brother, and now I'm going to have a nephew. And my relationship with my brother has always been good. Never I think there's like siblings kind of naturally have like a competition sort of thing, but not really. My brother was always like a buddy. We're 3 years apart. He always was like more like a friend, like a built-in friend. That's kind of what he was sold to me as. Like when my parents were gonna have a kid, is that I would get a friend, and I say he holds it up. He still. I think. Yeah, I live close to my brother. That's great for me. I don't remember me trying to answer these questions, but I am like, I've been up for a couple hours, but have I been up for a couple hours? I'm tired. I might sleep in the car, but I do feel bad if someone has to drive a long time to sleep, like, because I'm like, oh, they might need someone to talk to. They might need someone to talk to. Actually, my longest relationship was with a guy who, one of the things that we would go to see his family who like lived close to the Oregon border. So we would drive from Sacramento to there. So it would be like a long drive. And one of the things he said he liked was someone that like, he took who I was. In the very beginning, he liked to complain a lot about stuff. And so one of the things he's like, I just want you to know I hate when people fall asleep in the car when like it's only just me and them. I think it's like so rude because I'm going to be driving and just little did he know, dude was dating a radio. I never shut up. Especially if I was like, oh man, of all the things to be cranky about, you picked the right girl. I will talk the entire way. And I would. Every single time we did that drive for all like twice a year, for 5-6 years, I would talk the entire way. I feel like girls that talk. What's a tradition your family had that you still cherish? Like, we definitely have like different holiday traditions. My mom's throwing a birthday celebration for a friend of hers today. My mom always will put out something on someone's birthday, usually like a sign or something. But in general, like decorations or something, we always have respected holidays. I am a fan, I'm not a fan of rules, but I am like a fan or a very big respecter of tradition. I just like I don't think Christmas has to be celebrated necessarily on Christmas, but I do just like a celebration. What's a unique skill or quirk you picked up from your family? Man, it's like there's better answers than I have as my brain is like off still. Let's see. Take time to think. Like I said, my parents, I like have a very good generous streak. We're like peoply people. Like people. Where I've seen like where I might have gotten like one of their not as good things is like I don't know if my brother has this as much, but like self-hate kind of like not self-hate in that actually hating self, like I'm the one that like materialized into self-hatred, but like my parents had a thing almost where it'd be like I don't know, like we're here for everyone else, kind of like taking care of people and stuff, like is the focus almost sometimes even at the cost or detriment to oneself, because it's like the way that I materialized it, or I don't know what they say, like internalized it. I was like, because like I'm a big piece of shit, like, and so anything I can do to make it better for other people, I might as well, since I'm like that would be the bad way of the downside of the good side. Which is why, because the question was unique or like quirk, so I'm like proud of that, because like as a kid I was unusually generous for a kid. I even think that now. I'm like kids, well, a lot of the kids I work with were probably in more survival situations, but like I was like very, I really couldn't enjoy stuff if I couldn't share it. Like when I would get things that I think I would think about, it's like, oh, I can't wait to share this. Like it's gonna be so much better when I see my friends enjoying it as well. But then the downside of that being like, oh, I'm uncomfortable or I'm tired, and then just like forcing things to caretake. I'm definitely the one that talks the most. Well, it depends if we're drinking or not. I might talk the most sober and drunk. But all of my family is more talkative drunk. I mean, who isn't? My heart is loud. I always think drinking just kind of brings out more. If it lowers inhibitions, whatever's in your heart, then is what comes out. So there is like an amount of truth to it, which means like if you are an angry drunk, you might want to look at other stuff. Like take a break from drinking. Figure out what makes you angry. I can tell you I'm a sad drinker. After certain things, I become sad. I know what it is that makes me sad. I just don't know how. It's either going to be heaven, like here, or I pass to it before I'm actually like happy, but I'm going to make it around me. Meantime, as best as I can. Because I have a deep root of sadness, and it does come out after a few drinks, and I will cry. Are you ready? Man, I'm tired. Okay. This question's about me. I have to overthink it. All right. I reserve the right to change any of these answers at any point. I'm tired. What would you? They're gonna ask me the same thing again eventually. What would you want to be when you? What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be an animal, a monster, or my mom. So like a shark or my mom. I didn't really want to do a job when I grew up. I just wanted to be wild. When they were like, you gotta pick a job, I was like, my mom? Like, now that job seems way too hard. How did you feel about school as a child? Not a big fan of school. Did not, when my mom was my kindergarten teacher, and I got in a lot of trouble in kindergarten, because I had a hard time listening. And as I got older, I still had a hard time listening, but an easier time hiding it. I had all kinds of games I would play to like not pay attention in school. It was funny because when I became a teacher, part of me was like, yeah, I'll know the kids that have a hard time like I did, and I'll help them. Oh no, like it's still hard for those kids. Sorry, I gotta get through this myself. I have to do. I was like all the teaching school and shit. All that, and then after you graduate teaching school, they make you go to school again while you teach to make sure you really deserve it. But really, they probably want the money. They call it BITSA or some shit. I don't know what it's called now. That's what it was called. It was just basically, why'd you even go to college if they're going to make you do everything while teaching again? To start plagiarizing my fucking self. How many, so many ways to answer this question. Whatever they would ask in teaching, whatever it was. How do the core mathematical principles really help kids enjoy their life? How do the core mathematical principles really make you an adult? Like, it's so hard to teach things that's like, I failed at being an adult, still failing at being an adult. So I could say that it was, like, I liked my friends, had, like, awesome time with that. Like, I don't know. I was never a big fan of school. A lot of just getting through it. I did go to so much school. I was at school until like 25. No breaks, just school after school after school. And I have nothing to show now. Except for maybe debt. I'll tell you one thing, it didn't teach me to be good at money. Alright, who was your first friend? Are you still in touch? My first friend ever, or like the first friend I made in school was a girl named Betsy, and we are not still in touch. I'm not even sure what her last name would be because I assume she's married. But then my next few friends were Michelle and Amanda, and it really worked out conveniently because our last names were, I mean, their last names are different now because they're both married, but it was, Tritt, Trap, Thompson, so like all T last names, so we would always end up like in line by each other. And I think at one point there was like another girl that like had a T last name and was also like her friend briefly. I follow them both online, but I'm so bad with messages. I think that one or both of them actually might live in Australia. I'm gonna do eyeshadow and then I'll be back, maybe. Camping day. Making up camping songs for the car ride. Nah, but I'm just about ready. I was listening to music. But the next question was just such an easy one to answer. What is something you always got in trouble for as a kid? Guess. What would I have gotten in trouble for as a kid? I'll tell you, it was talking. Same thing as now. I've been a talker. Pretty much as soon as I figured out how to start like doing it, I was talking. I was born to talk. Just like full of words and shit. Alright. Yeah, I had got my card pulled for talking, had to go out to the hallway for talking. I was talking. Also, the names of my makeup for today, because makeup names are wild. Everything you know about naming conventions, throw them out the window. Today, coating my eyelids are the colors Brownie Points, Lion, Bless Your Tart. Oh shit, actually I did not put that one on. I'm going to put that one on after. Hold on. I meant to put it in the middle of my eyelid. Sex and Candy, Sixth and Candy again. Sorry, I don't know if that's stayed or not, but you just saw me text, if so, I am arranging plans. Which means I'm going to put on music. So I'm going to go. I'm getting sparkles in my fucking hair. That's okay. I spilled a bunch of makeup yesterday, so I was like hella sparkly, and you know, not the worst thing. Sparkles, they are in season. Alright. What's a food or smell that takes you back to your childhood? Hey, because I did so long in teaching, there's so much that, like the smell of a what do they call them, an auditorium, would just take me back to teaching before it went childhood. I don't know, cleaning products? Like, I could always tell when my mom's cleaning the bathroom because of the smell. And sometimes I'll clean the bathroom and like, oh, it makes it smell like my, well, not my mom necessarily, she smells like a clean bathroom, but like cleaning scents. I don't know though. I remember we used to use a lot of lavender shampoo when I was a kid. I remember when I realized that shampoo came in smells other than lavender, I only wanted to do other smells. Not that I don't like lavender, but I was just like, whoa, they make shampoo in other smells? It like blew my mind. I was like, I could have strawberry shampoo? I want to do that one. Well, that's it. Shit. I'm gonna like close my eyes for a moment before it's time to go. Oh no, I'm in the car. I don't have to drive. Should save my sleeping for them. Alright. This was back for a bit. It'll be resurrected on YouTube. I have the one from yesterday too. And then I probably won't do one tomorrow because I'll be in the forest.